Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. Well, welcome out to my shop now. Today we are going to deal with this leg here. I have made my decision. I am not going to spackle her. I decided that the best route for her would be to use some miliput, which I've already pre-mixed up, until my cat decided it's time to be brushed. So I brushed Mabel, took off another coat, which I probably can make a sweater from. She needed a good brushing. She tells you when she's done because she gets this ornery look on her face and she's starting to swat you and bite you. So she's like, get it off, you're done, woman. But anyways, I said, that's fine. I got to make a video and I want to get this leg looked after. So miliput is a two-part epoxy. You have two parts. You have a blue bag and a white bag. 50-50. Whatever you cut of one, you cut the same of the other. I'm telling you this for those that are new to my channel and have maybe never heard of it before. It loves plastic, but it also loves wood. This is a plastic, and you'll hear me say that plastic belongs to plastic. Not in this case. This is where the rules kind of change a little bit. And now you can use miliput right directly on wood because it's made, it loves wooden dolls. It does great on wood. There are all different kinds of miliput. I use the superfine white. That's what I use. I have a box. I can show you the box for those that might be interested in seeing. I should have brought the box down, not thinking. But I have it somewhere here anyways, so not a big deal. I need to order some more. But I got one box here, and a box goes a long ways for me. That's why I don't rush out and order it. But this is miliput right here. And I get the superfine white. That's what I buy. When you open up your box, you'll see that there's a blue and a white in there. And you mix it in your hands for about 6 to 7 minutes. The longer you mix it like this, the better off it is. Like, I mean, you don't want to go 10 minutes because you only have a half an hour to work with it. And it starts to set and it gets harder and harder to use as you get closer to that hour. And it's still usable, but it just, you can feel the difference from when you first mixed it to an hour later. So I'm going to flatten this out as much as I can. Now, what does it work best with? It works great with water. So you're going to want a little dish. And these little dishes come from the dollar store, but I didn't buy them there. I got them from my local thrift store. So you just want a little bit of water, and it helps to spread it out. It's one of the best you want is water. Now, but you say, why would you use water in composition? You can't. It's so minute amount of water that you're going to use. It won't hurt the doll, believe me. And there's a coating on this doll here too. So, I mean, I got to do something for that leg. So sometimes you have to go a little place where I know water and composition don't mix, but we're not soaking the doll in it. It's just dabs of water as we spread this out across this leg here. So I want to put it on the widest part of the boo-boo area. And as you can see, what I'm going to do first, I like to dab that area with water because this stuff adheres really great to water. The miliput does. Okay, so I just do that and lay it on top. And I start to spread where the problem area is. So I see that it's over this direction as well. So we're going to spread it over. Oh, see, my hands are ripping it, so we want to get your hands where it's not going to rip it. Yeah. See how I can manipulate it and use it in areas where it needs to go. Now, why am I doing this? Something got on this doll that I don't know what it is. And I tried, if you look at one of my videos back a while, you'll see that I was trying to get this stuff off and it just wouldn't come off. And it was gumming up. I was using my Dremel and it was gumming up the Dremel heads, the sanding heads. And so that wasn't working. So I thought, well, now what do I do? What's the next best thing? So this is it. Now I could have tried spackling. Spackling might have worked, but because it's such a massive area on this doll, and spackling is very fine, so it might have worked, it may not have. It is still an alternative that I could have tried, but I don't want to keep trying things out. I want to get these dolls done. So that's my biggest thing. Now this is very sandable stuff. You can sand it afterwards once it cures. It takes about 24 hours for it to cure, but sometimes you can see it in an hour or so that you think you almost want to dive in and start, but don't. Let it set, let it wait. I just wait till the next day. I've got other dolls, legs and arms here that need to have their paint taken off. So anyways, there we go. And there we are. So anyways, another thing I want to talk about today tonight is, my daughter has a cat named Polar Geist. What do you call that? Polar means white, I guess. And Geist means noisy. So he's a noisy white mess. He's a beautiful Turkish Angora cat. That's what he is. He's a Turkish Angora. She put him in a contest. And I'm going to put the link down below. Now, you have to have a Facebook site for this, but I'm going to ask all my subscribers out there, if you do have a Facebook site, could you go to this and put a vote in for him? You can do it every day, and it'll cut you off when you can. I've been doing it every day. Well, no, today was my first day. I shouldn't lie like that. But not yet. I can't lie right yet. Now, it's too new in the year yet. I got a lot of time for lying. No, today was my first day. I thought I was going to start yesterday, but I didn't, you know. But today I did do it. Okay, so there we go. We're going to keep things square here. All right. So anyways, if you have a Facebook channel, and if you would like to, hit the button down, I'm going to put a link down below. And I would ask you if you could please go to it and just give him a vote, you know. So he's on there. He's wearing a little tam. Okay, and it says Polar Geist. Polar as Polargeist, Polar Geist. And if you could do that, I would appreciate it very much. And see if he can win. But anyways, it's a pet contest. My daughter entered him into it. So it's all done on the internet. If you don't mind, you know, we would appreciate it. But anyways, there we are. Look at that. Now, we're going to let that dry. Set it off to the side. Just let it dry. Don't pay attention to it for 24 hours. We'll come back to it tomorrow, and we'll start sanding it down. We want to make those little ledges here as into the wood as possible. You don't have these high edges that you got to sand. They're very easy to sand anyways. I mean, it's not a hard sand at all. It's very easy to sand this stuff. Don't sweat it. You'll do fine. I don't like any dimples like I see right here. I got a dimple. I like it nice and smooth. So I don't like dimples in there because you got to take that dimple out in the miliput itself. Hang on one second. I'm just going to, there we go. Got that dimple out. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video, seeing what I just did here, what I did and done. All right, so now what I do is I clean up my hands. It's all water cleanup, miliput is. So I just dunk my hands in, and I just start wiping, getting this stuff off my hands. Sometimes I need a little bit more water than what's in the cup here, so let's do that. And this stuff can go right down your sink. It won't clog your sinks. I don't have a sink in here right now, so I just throw it outside in the snow, and it just blends. And then all year round, I think I still got some snow there. No, it just goes away. It's non-toxic. Just let you know that. It is non-toxic. So there you go. All right, so now I'm going to get my rag here. And there we are. Get your hands cleaned as you can, because I'm going to move on with some other, picking paint off now. That's my big thing here. So we're just going to set that off to the side. Let that just dry. I'm going to come back to this little guy here, and I want my knife. Where did I put my blue little knife? I love these little scalpel knives. They really work great. And all I want to do is sit here now and pick away at paint. This can be therapeutic in some ways, especially if you're frustrated in the day, I would think. You know, I'm not frustrated today, but I'm just saying, if you had a frustrating day, come out here, pick paint, and say, take this, take that. Oh, there we go. See? Wonderful stuff. And that's all I'm going to do, is just sit out here and pick the paint. And we'll see what's underneath this leg here. You never know what's underneath these dolls, the paint underneath these dolls, until you start doing what I just did there, and you start finding out, you go, what in the world is that now? But yeah, this is just basically what I do. And you can't take a Dremel. I do Dremel sometimes, but I don't like doing it in the wintertime here, because it just, it's a lot of mess. I like doing it outdoors because this could have lead in it. I don't have testers here, but I'm going to imagine it does have lead. And I don't like wearing masks, so I just do it outside in the summertime. But in the wintertime, I just pick it off, you know, and then I take my Dremel just over little places here. So anyways, there we go. I hope you like what you see here. And yeah, I'm just going to sit now, listen to some music, and pick away at my doll. Thanks for joining me. And there'll be a lot more coming. Hang in there. Okay, bye-bye.